Hello my friends, and once again, welcome back to the Hunter Call of the Wild. Today we're out here in Emerald Coast, Australia, and we are going to be talking about the top 10 best tips and tricks for beginner players. Now you don't necessarily have to be a beginner to be watching the video. This is the perfect opportunity just to learn things like stacking cash fast, stacking XP fast, how to find animals quickly, how to find trophies, and things like that. Real quick guys, if you haven't already, make sure you guys do go down there, smash that like button, and subscribe as it is much appreciated. Join the Discord server, the link is down there in the description. And if you guys want to join the Squid gang, you guys can always click that join button to the right of where it shows my channel name, how many subscribers I got, and my profile picture. That'll pull up the catalog for our monthly membership. I believe it is only $4.99 a month, and it comes with a whole load of different perks you guys can check out down below. Alright guys, so wasting no more of your time, I do want to start out with tip number 10. Not worst to best, but that's literally just how I've chose to organize the tips. And the 10th tip today guys is not really any tip in specific, but it is a huge recommendation for you beginner players, or maybe for you low level players who don't have much money or XP, and it is probably the biggest mistake that I see most beginner Call of the Wild players doing. So before you guys actually go out and start trophy hunting, I'm going to highly recommend that you guys actually get to level 60 first. Along the way, you guys are going to find all sorts of different types of trophies. That is if you're hunting your maps efficiently. Your maps do have trophies on them. It's just a matter of how efficiently you hunt your map and how many different species that you choose to hunt. Now what I would recommend doing is going to your map, setting it to like a midday time, for example like 11 a.m. running absolutely everywhere and shooting everything that you see. If you're a low level player, this is almost essential in my opinion, just because of the fact that you're going to stack tons of cash, tons of XP, and cash and XP are two huge essentials here in the game, because you're going to spend your XP on things like skills and perk points. You're going to be spending your money on things like weapons and all different types of upgrades like tents and tripods, etc, etc. Now don't get me wrong, what I'm not saying is that you have to be level 60 to find trophies. I'm 100% not saying that. I'm just saying instead of focusing deliberately on trophies, which is something that a lot of people do, a lot of beginners in specific, and that will get them bored with the game, I'm not saying that you guys should go around and shoot females, but if you're a beginner player and you're looking to stack cash the fastest way possible, you guys are definitely going to want to go out and shoot almost every single male that you see. For me personally, I never shot females as a beginner player, and that's going to result in bigger animals, for example like this level 8 here. As I go through and I'm shooting these crocodiles, which is another huge recommendation coming up in the next tip here, I always and only shoot males that are level 5 and above. Now for a beginner player, if I were a beginner player and Emerald Coast was out as soon as I started playing, oh look at that, a diamond. What I would do myself is I would come out here and shoot every single crocodile that I see. Obviously regarding females, because females really don't pay that well in general. If you can get good shots on males, like for example lung shots or neck shots or anything like that, vital organs in general, each male crocodile is going to pay over $1,000. Now like I said, I'm going to go into detail here on crocodile hunting in Emerald Coast here in just a few minutes, probably on the next tip. I do really think that we should focus on getting this max level crocodile taken down right here. And for all my beginner players, this is quite literally a great example of you will find trophies as you just go to shoot animals. There's no really specific way to find trophies fast. Now, I kind of just lied to you because there is grinding, and there is drink zone hunting. Kind of an example of what I'm doing right now, but these are rest zones, so I guess that's kind of different. And my original intention was just to come out here, shoot some crocs, and stack some cash fast for you guys today, so that way I can show it off in the video and use it as one of the top 10 best beginner tricks. And what do you know? 9 legendary crocodile. Let's see if this thing will make diamond. Oh, I really don't like this shot, but I think I am going to take it. I'm going to go for lungs here. I really would like to get a neck shot on it, but he's just burying his head underwater, so maybe I can get the neck shot. Oh, we definitely got him vitally. And there we go. But yeah, tip number 1, I just figured I'd hit you guys with a massive recommendation. Definitely come out here to really any map. I highly recommend maps like Emerald Coast, Silver Ridge Peaks, Te Awaroa, Sun Upper Tan, all maps that are absolutely filled with animals. And quite literally shoot every single animal that you see, as long as it's not female. Now if you choose to shoot females, it's not going to affect your male respawns. Females respawn as females and males respawn as males. So easily enough, you guys are just going to make an insane amount of XP and cash just by doing tip number 10 here in today's video. Let's go ahead and see if this 9 legendary here did score diamond. I have no idea what their minimum diamond estimate is. I've killed over 100, but I usually stick to the bottom region, scoring 995.50. Diamond score is 1015, so that is a troll. Kind of got me a little bit excited there, I'm not gonna lie, but obviously we are gonna want to stay motivated, which is another thing that I find a lot of players doing wrong at the beginning. As soon as they find a troll, or as soon as they don't find any diamonds or max level animals or rares or anything at all, they end up giving up instantly. Now let me tell you guys that this game is not a game like Fortnite where you can just jump in and instantly start having fun. If you're not a Fortnite person like myself, Call of Duty or something like that. Keep in mind the EW's intention with this game is a hunting simulator, and they're trying to keep it as realistic as possible. As an in-real life hunter myself, I will tell you guys, I do not just go out in the woods and instantly find myself instantly finding trophies. I said instantly twice in one sentence. Alrighty guys, so coming in at tip number 9 here today, I do want to recommend that you guys get yourself some DLC. Now fortunately, we do have DLC, but unfortunately it is 100% essential. Things like the Arzina DLC, the high-powered weapons DLC, the modern rifles DLC with the Zarza 308, the Yukon Valley map with the 300 bolt action, obviously. If you want to get the best guns in the game, you're going to have to purchase yourself some DLC. Now do not attack me, it is EW's choice. I get a lot of comments complaining about DLC quite aggressively, and it's not my choice to choose if you have to purchase DLC or not. That's just all on EW. Now what I'm not saying is that you guys have to purchase it all at once. You can spend $4 here and there to get yourself a weapon DLC. I definitely recommend starting out with buying some maps. Here are the maps that I will recommend: Emerald Coast, Sun or Patan, Silver Ridge Peaks, and obviously you guys already can have maps like Layton. Obviously I'm going to recommend Yukon because that comes with the 300 bolt action. If you guys don't want to buy the Arzina 300 Magnum here, that's completely fine. You guys can actually get the Yukon Valley DLC, which comes along with the 300 bolt action that you guys are going to have to spend like 75,000 in-game credits on, which is a lot of work, but it is 100% worth it in my opinion. If you guys don't want to do all the work, then I definitely recommend getting yourself the high caliber weapon DLC, I believe it is, that the Arzina 300 Magnum is in. Correct me if I'm wrong. And keep in mind that you guys are going to be constantly using these DLCs. You aren't just buying them for them to go to waste. Now there's a lot of arguments between what the best map DLC to buy first is, and in my opinion, it's really 100% preference. But what would I recommend? Definitely this map right here, because of the fact that you guys can come out here to the coast at any time of day and absolutely destroy a pile of crocodiles. Create yourselves a crocodile graveyard, get yourselves hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on how many you kill per hour. If you kill 100 male crocodiles, you're going to make 100,000 in 1 hour, which is absolutely insane to even say. By far the best way to stat cash fast here in Call of the Wild. I've made several different stat cash fast guides on crocodile, and bringing us into tip number 8 is play the game. Now I'm not saying that you guys are going to have to come on here for hours and hours and hours every single day, but I do recommend actually playing the game. I find that a lot of people say they've been playing for years and they have absolutely no trophies, and then I ask them how much they play every day. They usually say 25 minutes or so, then they instantly give up, and they're always hunting the same areas on their map. Say for example this upper right hand corner here. The only way to find trophies and find a lot of animals is to search your map thoroughly, and that once again brings us back to the tip: playing the game. Very simple, it's just a matter of if you do it or not. So for those of you guys that are here because you already have money, you already have XP, or you already have the game figured out and you're just working on that in the meantime, and you guys really want to learn how to get trophies very fast, I am here to explain it to you. I myself am working on my 3rd Great One grind right now. I've spawned 2 Great One red deer, and I will tell you the easiest way to get yourself an absolute pile of trophies is grinding. Now coming in 2nd place for the easiest way to find yourself trophies is just going to be searching your maps thoroughly. For example, literally less than a minute into the video we found that 9 legendary back there. Now, it didn't make diamond, I'm not getting discouraged, and I'm continuing on with my hunt to find another max level animal potentially, or maybe not to find anything at all. It's literally all just random number generation. No, I'm not saying that there's a possibility that you're not going to find anything at all. If you search your maps thoroughly, you're going to find diamonds. Unless you've shot your map down to the point where you have no diamonds on it, which is a very hard task to do. And I highly doubt any of you new beginner players are not going to have any trophies on your map. Really the only way to actually guarantee yourself trophies is going to be grinding. This will guarantee you rares, this will guarantee you diamonds. And it's just a matter of shooting. For example, I'm 1500 kills into my fallow deer grind right now. I'm on my 16th diamond we just harvested at this morning's live stream. And with over 100 hours into the fallow deer grind, my friends, I now have 6 rares, pushing 17 diamonds. I do have a level 5 on my map right now, and hopefully fairly soon, a great one. Wish me luck down in the comment section. If you guys want a species in specific, I definitely recommend doing a research on what its drink time could be. Now, not every species in the game does drink, so if it doesn't have a drink time and you want a diamond in that specific species, definitely recommend checking out on what its rest or feed zone could potentially be. You can do that by joining my server, or really any of the Call of the Wild creators Discord servers. My server link is down in the description, and there are tons of different hotspot map guides in there that will tell you guys exactly what times and where exactly to find all different species in basically every map on the game. Really all you need to do is set it to the specific time, whether it's a drink time, feed zone, or rest zone time, and go to the area that people have found zones. Your zones won't be the exact same, but they'll be very similar. And for tip number 6 here today, guys, I am just going to answer some very common questions. If you guys really want to learn how to set up for any particular grind in general, I definitely recommend checking out my How to Set Up for Any Grind guide. The link for that is down in the description, along with how to use herd management. Those are 2 very common questions that I get at live streams, in the Discord server, or maybe even just on comments on videos. Trophy lodges are unfortunately DLCs here in Call of the Wild, so maybe if you don't have enough money to buy trophy lodges right now, I do recommend taxidermizing every last one of the trophies that you guys do find, and just waiting until you have the opportunity to be able to purchase yourself a trophy lodge, because letting trophies go to waste is a terrible idea, and they will literally just wait in your trophy manager for you until you're able to put them into a lodge. And really it would be your only option if you're not able to purchase DLCs, but again, DLCs are almost 100% essential. And bringing us down to tip number 5 here today, guys, is money wasting. Now, buying things like scent eliminators, scent attractors, ammo for guns that you're not going to use, and I should also probably bring in time wasting as well. A lot of people think that they're simply not going to find animals if they run around, and if you notice in the bottom right hand corner, I am fully visible and I'm making a ton of noise. That is not going to affect your hunt whatsoever unless you guys are like running through the thicket of Hirschfelden, or you don't have the opportunity to spot out in front of you and see what animals are hundreds of meters away where they have absolutely no clue that you're there. You guys are going to be perfectly fine to absolutely run at full speed around your map, especially in maps like Silveridge Peaks or Tiawaroa, where everything's absolutely wide open and you can just run straight at the animals. I'd say up to about 250 meters, then I would crouch and start to probably pull up my weapon, and if I have a decent scope that zooms a decent ways, which we're going to get into next, by then, with you guys knowing me, I would probably attempt to take the shot. But for a beginner player, especially if you guys don't have any scopes, or any upgraded scopes at least, you do start with a scope, but it is not very good at all, I would definitely recommend that you guys get into at least 164 meters. That is at minimum. So for tip number 4 here today, guys, I do want to let you guys know that purchasing things in-game is just as complicated, if not more complicated, than figuring out what DLCs to purchase first, so I'm going to hop back to this outpost here and help you guys out exactly with that. Alrighty, my friends, so the last tip here today, guys. Now before you guys go down there commenting, I know it wasn't 10 full tips. I would be explaining the entire game to you guys at this point. I really cannot think of anything else. I think this is a massive tip and it's going to help you guys out a ton. You could consider this 10 tips in one right here, as I am going to show you everything that you guys should be purchasing right off the bat here in the in-game cache. Guys, I do recommend getting a lay of the land before you guys even get started with purchasing things. Like I said at the beginning of the video, definitely recommend checking out a Call of the Wild beginner's guide if you guys haven't already. The game is going to start you right off the bat with this weapon right here, the Ranger 243. While it's a good gun for things like coyotes and wolves, it is an absolutely terrible gun for things like whitetail, moose, black bear, and bigger game in general. So the very first in-game purchase that you guys are going to want to get is the 270 Stradivarius here. Now this is a huge upgrade from the 243. It's going to take down whitetail, moose, black bear, and bigger game in general easily. This is a great option to save up for ammo for things like the 300 or the Zarza 308. That is if you guys bought the DLC. And also if you guys aren't buying DLC, this is going to be the second weapon that you guys are going to want to be purchasing. Actually the first weapon, because it starts you with the 243, you don't have to purchase that. And as you guys have the 270, you guys are going to want to start saving up for the Hyperion. Now you guys can find that down here in Rifle Sights. Real quick, I do just want to let you guys know that there is the all new Scopes and Crosshairs DLC. Comes with a night vision scope, the Odin scope, which is the best scope in the game now in my opinion, and in most Call of the Wild creators' opinions. If you guys really don't want to buy DLC, you guys are going to instantly want to be saving for the Hyperion here. It is 12,000 in-game credits, along with some XP that you guys are going to need to get. You will gain XP just by simply shooting animals as soon as possible. If you guys aren't going to purchase any DLCs whatsoever, I do recommend saving for the 7mm. That is going to be the best gun that you guys can possibly save for. I would say the 300 here, but that does require an insane amount of XP. And if you guys aren't purchasing DLC at all, I doubt you guys are going to end up buying Yukon Valley, which is a requirement to even unlock this gun in the first place. Other than that, my friends, just buy guns along the way. 90% of all the guns you see in my collection here are DLC. Again, I highly recommend DLC. If you guys did end up enjoying today's video, make sure you guys do go down there, smash that like button, and subscribe, as it is much appreciated. And I put about 8 hours into filming this video. I am exhausted at this point. I've been down here since very early in the morning, and I am ready to go and edit this video over the next 4 hours. If you guys can't tell, I'm being sarcastic. I do enjoy doing YouTube though. This is the biggest video that I've created in a while. On estimate, I'd say it's going to be around 20 minutes long, so those of you that actually made it to this point, comment cookie down below for your chance to win a 1-month membership to the channel, as you are the most appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Squid, this is Squidster, and we'll see you in the next video.